All right, we are here with Jenny Holm, the fabulous author of the Babymouse series. And I've got 6 very simple questions for you. The first of which is, how did you get started working in comics?
So, wow. The short story is I was a big comic book reader as a child. I have 4 brothers, so when I was growing up there were a lot of comics in the house. And my dad was a big Prince Valiant fan, so I always read Prince Valiant and Flash Gordon as a kid. And then I started writing children's books, actually. And one day I came home and I had a bad day. I wasn't able to quit my job, and start writing. So I came home from work, and this image of this sort of irritable little mouse came into my head, and I drew her on a napkin, famous napkin story. And then the next time I saw my brother Matt, he was living in Queens and I was in Brooklyn. I gave him the napkin and I said, "What do you think?" And he had always been an amateur cartoonist. So.
And put it all together, and there you go.
Yes, and several years later.
Several years later, you were an overnight sensation?
4 or 5 years later, yeah.
Got it. Okay, so question number 2 is, did you read comics when you were a kid? And you said yes.
Yes.
Who were some of your influences when you were a child?
Actually, my biggest influence, seriously, was Hal Foster, Prince Valiant. We were a little bit more of a strip-oriented household. I had 2 brothers above me and 2 brothers below. The older brothers read a lot of Peanuts and BC and Wizard of Id. And Matt, who illustrates Babymouse, he read a lot of Calvin and Hobbes and Bloom County. So actually we were a little bit more strip-oriented, but we also read all the superhero comics. And I liked horror comics a lot, too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
The third question is, what are you currently working on?
So we are currently working on a new series, new graphic novel series that's going to be slimy green, called Squish, and it's about an amoeba. And it kind of homages Silver Age comics, and it'll be out next summer 2011.
All right. Number 4 is, what graphic novel or comics title have you read in the last year that you think is fantastic for kids?
All right. Oh my goodness, there's so many. I really love Eric White's Frankie Pickle. I love Jared Kozatska's Lunch Lady, huge fan. I'm trying to think. I love Amelia Rules. Jimmy Ganley's new tween-age guide is hilarious. So there's quite a lot of good stuff out there right now.
All right. What about for teens?
For teens, actually probably my favorite teen pick is Rapunzel's Revenge. Definitely.
Yeah.
Shannon Hale and Dean Hale.
Excellent. And number 5, if you were stuck on a desert island with only one book, graphic novel or prose, what would it be?
Pressure is on.
I know. You thought these were all going to be softballs.
Yes. You know what? I'll take the complete works of Prince Valiant.
All right. Which is now in print.
It is
in
print.
hardback.
It
it's
is.
Very nice.
It's fabulous.
All right. And number 6, what advice do you have for young comic creators?
My best advice is to do actually what my brother Matt did. He was a big doodler. He was one of these kids who, he'd turn in his homework and there'd be doodles on the edges. Just to keep doodling, just to keep writing from a young age, because you too can get into trouble at Comic-Con.
Thank you very much.